The night is a vast black ocean, swallowing all light and hope. Shadows stretch endlessly, and every tree becomes a silent sentinel or a lurking threat. Deep in the Ardennes, a lone soldier lies motionless, breath clouding in the cold. The forest floor is his bed, the biting wind his only companion. War has made him both predator and prey, forced to hunt for survival while always fearing he is being hunted in return. Every sound could mean danger. The snap of a twig, the distant rustle of leaves, each noise is a possible threat, demanding his full attention. His rifle comforts him, but his mind, sharpened by survival, is his true weapon. Instinct and experience guide every decision he makes. Sleep is a risk, so he prepares his den with care, camouflaging it beneath branches and leaves to hide from prying eyes. No high-tech gear, just what he carries and finds. Every item is precious, every scrap of food or dry cloth a lifeline in the wilderness. A tripwire stretched low between saplings is his first defense. He works quietly, hands steady despite the cold. It's not for explosives, but for a stack of empty ration tins balanced above his shelter. Even the simplest objects become tools for survival. If tripped, the cans will crash down, sounding the alarm. The sudden noise will shatter the silence, warning him of danger. Every knot and placement is precise. The wire must be taut, the cans ready to fall. There is no room for error in the dark. The forest becomes his ally, extending his senses into the darkness. He learns to read the wind, to sense movement where others see only shadows. Tonight he can risk a few moments of shallow sleep, trusting his makeshift alarm to buy him time if danger comes. His silent sentinels, tripwire and tins, stand guard, ready to rouse him from even the deepest exhaustion. If an enemy stumbles through, the clatter will buy him precious seconds to react, to vanish into the trees or defend his ground. In this world, survival is measured in heartbeats between warning and threat. Vigilance is everything, and only the alert endure the night. The survival instincts aren't just for soldiers. In occupied towns and bombed cities, civilians turned homes into fortresses. Ordinary objects, string, nails, bottles, floorboards, became alarms. A thread across a hallway, tied to a bell, could announce an intruder. Tin cans strung in chimneys or alleys became crude but effective alarms. The clatter startled intruders and warned occupants to hide or escape. These makeshift systems turned kitchens and sheds into labs of defense. The principle was simple: use what you have, know your environment, and value time. It was a silent war fought with string and metal, proof of human ingenuity. When resources are scarce, we adapt and innovate. Even the mundane can become a shield. The genius of these alarms is their simplicity. They were designed to be built quickly, often with whatever materials were at hand, and could be set up by anyone with basic skills. They use gravity, friction, and sound. No electronics needed. These alarms rely on the most fundamental forces and materials, making them nearly impossible to disable without being noticed. A tripwire transfers energy from a footstep to a stack of cans, which fall and create noise. The sudden clatter is enough to alert everyone nearby, instantly breaking the silence. A pressure plate, just a board over a noisy object, uses body weight to trigger a crunch or scrape. Even the lightest step can set off a loud warning, making it hard for anyone to sneak past. These systems turn an intruder's stealth into a loud announcement. The element of surprise is lost in an instant, and the alarm gives defenders precious seconds to react. Even light can be used. A mirror reflects dawn onto a guard's face, or a tripwire uncovers a lantern. These visual cues can wake or warn, adding another layer of security. Each device is a chain reaction, powered by the laws of physics. One small action sets off a series of events, all designed to draw attention and disrupt an intruder's plans. No batteries, no circuits, just clever use of the environment. These alarms blend into their surroundings, making them hard to spot and even harder to avoid. They work because they're reliable and in tune with reality. Simple mechanics, maximum effect. Their effectiveness comes from being both practical and ingenious. Sometimes the best defense is the most basic. In the toughest situations, it's these simple alarms that stand between safety and surprise. These alarms do more than make noise. They shape psychology, influencing both the intruder and the defender in profound ways. The blaring sound is not just a warning. It's a psychological weapon, designed to disrupt, disorient, and force a reaction. For intruders, a sudden clatter shatters nerves and erases surprise. The element of stealth is lost in an instant, replaced by a rush of adrenaline and fear. Fear and confusion set in. Many burglars flee at the first sign of detection. The alarm's shriek is often enough to send them running, abandoning their plans. For defenders, the alarm is a gift. It jolts them awake, gives time to act, and turns panic into readiness. Suddenly, the defender is no longer a passive target, but an active participant in their own safety. Those few seconds can mean the difference between safety and danger. Every moment counts, and the alarm stretches those moments, giving precious time to respond. The sound pinpoints the breach and confirms the threat is real. It cuts through confusion, focusing attention exactly where it's needed most. Unlike silent remote alerts, a physical alarm empowers the occupant directly. It's immediate, visceral, and impossible to ignore. It shifts the balance, making the defender an active participant. The alarm's presence can embolden, giving the defender a sense of control in a chaotic moment. Time is the currency of survival, and these alarms buy it. Every second gained is a chance to prepare, to call for help, or to escape. Awareness is the first line of defense. The alarm sound is a call to action, snapping the mind into focus and readiness. In the end, a simple sound can change everything, turning the tide in a moment and reminding us that sometimes the oldest tools are still the most powerful. Today's world is high-tech, but old lessons still matter. Simple, improvised alarms can supplement modern security. A dark thread across a porch tied to bells gives instant, low-tech alerts. No batteries, no hacking, just awareness. A chatterboard, plywood over gravel, makes a subtle crunch when stepped on. These tools inform, not injure, and cost almost nothing. Mirrors can eliminate blind spots or reflect headlights to signal arrivals. These aren't complex systems, but they enhance situational awareness. Old wisdom, new context, simple solutions still work. Sometimes the best security is the one you build yourself. The best security is layered, old and new working together. Relying on one system is risky. Power can fail, tech can be hacked. Low-tech alarms, bells, gravel, chatterboards provide backup. If the cameras go dark, the bell still rings. This redundancy is key to resilience. Survival means anticipating failure and having a plan B. Simple alarms don't reject technology, they strengthen it. Their purpose is awareness, not harm. A tripwire should trigger a bell, not a trap. The goal, time to react, not confrontation. Early warning lets you lock doors, retreat, and call for help. The true victory is avoiding the fight. Preparedness is peace of mind. The most advanced security system is the human mind. Technology is just an extension of our senses. True security comes from awareness, adaptability, and understanding. WWII survivors thrived by reading their environment and using ingenuity. This mindset, relaxed awareness, and confidence is the foundation of safety. By learning these principles, we become active participants in our own security. Knowledge replaces fear with confidence. When tech fails, simple skills endure. The ultimate security is a prepared mind and a simple plan. Ingenuity and vigilance are timeless shields.